Generally, while working with any documentation, while writing any text or something, so we need to create headings and paragraphs in HTML. So to create headings, here HTML has provided 6 different tags for us. H1 to H6, 6 different tags they have provided. So H1 displays the text with the biggest heading, and when we go down, H6 displays the heading with the smallest size. It displays the heading with the smallest size here. And every heading, it is having a property called align. So where align will have 4 different properties: left, right, center, and justify. And I already told you previously, if we are not using the align property, the default alignment will be left. Otherwise, if required, we can use a right alignment, center alignment, justification. And if we want to create any paragraphs in HTML, we can use a tag called P. P stands for paragraph. It is also having the properties here like alignment. Where text means you have 4 type of alignments: left, right, center, and justify. And the default alignment, I told you, remember, number of times I am telling you, whenever I am listing a set of properties like this, remember the first one is always the default. That's it. And if you want to have some text as a paragraph, I already told you, just you type something called lorem. How many words you want? Suppose if you want 300 words, just say lorem 300. It provides 300 words for us. Lorem 500. So how many words you want, you can create there. How many words you want, you can create. And you can have a ready-made paragraph provided there. That paragraph information we can use in our page. Okay. Now, most of the cases, whenever we are creating some documentation, whenever we are preparing some text, okay, formatting is very important for any text. Formatting, it is very important for any text. So now let's see how to apply formatting in HTML. Now let's see how to apply formatting in HTML. So first I will create how to apply formatting in HTML. So let's see a set of tags here, formatting tags in HTML. Okay, what's the procedure? First use HTML tag, then header tag, then body tag, like this. Inside header, we can have some title there. Just I'll write here like formatting tags in HTML. Now let's see what are the various text formattings available. Now let's see what are the various text formatting tags available. I'll show them one by one. I'll show them one by one. Now see. While typing some text, I want to display some text with bold effect. Then that text you can place in between the tags called B. I want to place some text in the bold. Whatever the text we place in between the tags B, that text will have the bold effect there, like this. So that once done, save and run the page. Now you can see that text called bold. So because I placed the text in between the tag B, it was displayed with bold effect. Displayed with bold effect. The same text I can present in bold effect using one more tag, that is the tag called strong. So whatever the text we place in between the tags called strong, that text also, it will have that bold effect. So that now you can see. So here also the text is having the bold effect. Okay, we may have some doubt like B is used for bold effect, strong is used for bold effect. Why two different tags? Actually, output point of view, you can't find any difference between them. Output point, who is that? Output point of view, you cannot find any difference between them. But strong is used where we want to particularly inform the browser. Like browser, yes, this is what you have to concentrate more. Okay, just for highlight, browser, just be alert here. So this text is very important for me. That's why they use strong. Output point of view, bold and strong both gives the same effect. But what strong indicates, just we are indicating, we are telling the browser that this text is important to me. So just concentrate more. That's the only thing. No other meaning there. That's the only thing why we are using strong. And not only that, just observe the text here. Actually, here I have written the code in 2 lines, right? Here I have written the code in 2 lines. Even say I'll keep more distance between multiple lines. I'll use the distance there. Just I will refresh the page. What happened? No distance. So how many new line characters you are using? It's not taking any line spaces there. Okay, so that's what one thing. So we have some tags available in HTML. We have some tags available in HTML, like what are they? Heading tags, or paragraph tag, or table tag, div tag. There are some tags available. So these tags, what it will do, we call them block level tags. Block level means what? Whatever the content we write inside, whatever the content we write inside, that content will be displayed in a separate line. That content will be displayed in a separate line. Previously, you see H1 to H6. Every heading was printed in a separate line. Yes or no? Right? Similarly, you take paragraph. The paragraph text was displayed in a separate line. So block level, whatever the content we write, automatically they are placed in a new line. But these tags, they are not like that. Even if I write the text in more than one line, so what browser will do? Just it will print the content side by side only. Side by side only. Then how to move the cursor to new line? You take like in C programming language. C programming language, how to place the cursor to new line? In C language, what you are doing? You are using new line character, right? Slash n. You are using new line character slash n. Like that, while printing any text, I want to add a new line character. While printing any text, I want to add a new line character. So for that purpose, so HTML has provided a tag called BR. For that purpose, HTML has provided a tag called BR. So what BR stands for? BR stands for line break tag. Okay, now what BR stands for? BR, it stands for line break tag here. So what it means, once the BR tag is found, automatically a new line character will be added. Once a BR tag is found, automatically a new line character will be added. Suppose I have used multiple line break tags. Then you can see multiple spaces between them. And as I said earlier, BR is an empty tag. Empty tag means what? It doesn't have a closing tag there. Empty tag means it doesn't have a closing tag. Then how to close the tag? Okay, just you can write BR, or I told you, as per HTML5 standard. As per HTML5 standard, what we have to do? Just we have to use something called slash. Self-closing we have to use like this. Self-closing we have to use like this. That's what exactly there. Okay, but you try to practice this style only. This style only you try to practice. So that's one thing. Now, I want to keep some text in italic style. I want to display some text with italics style. You can place the text in between the tag called I. You can place the text in between the tags called I. So whatever the text that is placed in between the tags I, that text will have the italics effect. Whatever the text we place in between the tag I, that text will have the italics effect. Now you can see like this. The same italic effect, you can provide using one more tag, that is EM. EM, which stands for emphasize. EM, which stands for emphasize. As I told you, emphasize means what? Emphasize means, yes, highlight this text. Okay, emphasizing, highlight this text. Like I told you, strong, this is important to me. Like that, emphasize. So just highlight this text. Output point of view, you can't find any difference. But each tag will provide a different meaning to the browser. Each tag will give a different meaning to the browser. So that's what exactly we have to remember. Browser point of view, the difference will come. Next, suppose I want to have some text with underline effect. I want to have some text with underline effect. The text you can place in between the tags called U. You can place the text in between the tags called U. So whatever the text placed in between the underline text, U tags, the text will have the underline effect. The text will have the underline effect, just like. So you can have the text like this. Just excuse me. So that text will have that underline effect. And of course, they have provided one more tag here. One more tag here to present the same effect. What is that? Now you see. Just I'll write like this. There is a tag. There is a tag they have provided, that is what we can say INS, which stands for insert tag. Which stands for insert tag. The purpose of this tag also, to provide the underline effect. To provide the underline effect. Next, while preparing some text, suppose you are writing some notes. While writing the notes, you find that something was written wrongly. Some text was written wrongly while typing the notes. So what you will do? If the text was written wrong, then immediately what you will do? You will strike off that text, right? You will strike off that text. Like that, while creating any document, I want to strike off the text. Suppose while writing any document, I want to strike off the text. For that, they have provided a tag called, actually they have provided something called strike. Strike, this tag, it is used to create a strike through text. It is used to create a strike through text there. But you can see the tag displayed in red color. That particular strike tag, it was displayed in red color. So what it means? Tell me, any tag or any attribute displayed in red color, what it indicates? I told you earlier. What it indicates? Emma? Any tag or any attribute written in red color, Visual Studio Code, what it indicates? Hmm. You have not attended last class? It indicates that that tag is deprecated. That tag or that attribute was deprecated. Means maybe in the future versions, that tag or that attribute may not be available. So that's what the meaning there. That's what the meaning there, like this. Now, so that's why the same strike through effect we can provide using one more tag there. They have provided one more tag there. That is what they can say. There is a tag called, just you type like S, S underline. So yes, press the enter key, then automatically you will find that strike through text. You will find that strike through text. The text was displayed like that. Strike through text, the text was displayed like this. And even I can use a combination of tags also. Just to observe carefully. Just observe carefully. I can use a combination of tags also. Just to observe carefully. I can use a combination of tags also. Like what? I'll use B, bold, I, italic, U, underline. And I'll write some text like these a formatted text. Like this I'll write. These a formatted text. Like that I will write there. These a formatted text. Like that I will write. Then what it indicates? Just observe here. On that text called formatted, we are applying bold, italics, underline, all the styles we are applying there. We are applying what? Bold, italics, underline, all the three formats we are applying. So that's why we are calling it the formatted text here. And like you can use the combinations also, multiple formattings you can apply. But observe one thing here. Generally, in HTML, the tags will follow what? Nested style. In HTML, the tags will follow nested style. So what it means? Suppose that first I have started tag 1. Then I have started tag 2. Next I have started tag 3. Next I have started tag 3. Like this. While closing, what I will do? I will close the tag 3 first, and then the tag 2, and then finally tag 1. I'll close the tags like this, nested style. Means which tag it is opened first. it will be closed last. Which tag is opened first, it is closed last. Now that's what we call what nested style. Nested style means what? Which tag is opened last? Okay, which tag is opened first, it should be closed last. And which tag is opened last, it should be closed first. Okay, that's what the nested effect. Just we have to write like this. We have to write like this. So bold italic format like this will write. Next step. Next what? We can have some other formats also. We can have some other formats also. Like what? Like what are the other formats? Now let's see. Like suppose whenever you are reading some notes, so there are some important points available. Those important points, what you will do? You will mark them with some color. Those important points, what you will do? You will mark them with some color. You will mark them with some color. So that particular thing, if you want to highlight a particular text, then you can place them in between the tags called mark. Actually, here VS Code is not identifying that mark tag. So I'm writing it manually. So just I will write here, like this is a highlighted text. What I am writing there? This is a highlighted text. You can see how it is getting. Okay, now dark yellow color, right? I want to highlight that text. That particular text I want to highlight. Then I can use that tag called mark tag like this. Similarly, we have some other tags provided. Like there is a tag called big available. There is a tag called big available. So whatever the text I write in between, big tag, whatever the text I write in between, it will display the text a little bit bigger than the normal size. You can see there, the text is displayed a little bit bigger than the normal size. Now you can see there, this is a bigger text. The text is a little bit bigger than the normal size. Suppose the same text I want to place a little bit smaller than the normal size. The same text I want to print a little bit smaller than the normal size. Then I can write it in between the tags called small. Whatever the text I write in between the tags called small, that text will be displayed a little bit smaller than the normal size. And of course, suppose I want to write some text like this. Like what I can write like. So the text placed inside the text placed inside the title tag. The text placed inside the title tag will be placed, will be what I can write, displayed in the title bar. Will be displayed in the title bar. Whatever the text I place inside the title tag, it will be displayed in the title bar. Okay, what is there? Nothing. But you see here, we are using a tag called title. Title is a programming related element, right? Title is a programming related element. Any programming related content, if you want to write, you can place it in between the tag called code. You can place it in between the tag called code. Now you can see that particular text was displayed with a different font. That text was displayed with a different font. Actually, I'll show you, see here, w3schools.com, like paragraph, something I'll take. You can see here the HTML5, a different style, right? It's a programming related element. The programming related elements, whether they are tags, whether they are attributes, or programming related things. Now, let's say I'm taking like Java. I'm taking like Java, like data types. Data types. You can see the letters here, byte, short, int, long. Some different style. So, programming related elements, anything they are, I want to display them in a different style. Then I can place them in between the tags called code. In between the tags called code. The text will have a different effect provided. So that's one thing. But when you are using the same code tag in Bootstrap, when you are using the same code tag in Bootstrap, what it will do, it will display the text with pink color. When we are using the tag called code, the text is displayed with pink color, a different style there. Okay, na? That's one thing. Next, the shortcut key for copy in Windows is, what is the shortcut key? To copy the text. To copy the text, what is the shortcut key in Windows? At least try to answer. I'm not asking an interview question, right? I don't think so. You don't have the idea of shortcut for copy and paste. What is the shortcut we'll use? Copy, paste?
Control C, sir.
So it is Control plus C. So it is the shortcut which we'll use for copying some text there. And this Control C, it is a keyboard related shortcut. It's a keyboard related shortcut. And because it's a keyboard related shortcut, so we have to inform the browser, like what we are informing here, this is a programming related term. And this is a keyboard related shortcut. Like that, I want to inform the browser. Then I can place it in between the tag called KBD. Okay, now I'll place it in between the tag called KBD, keyboard style text it will print. What it will print there? Keyboard style text like that. Now just see some different font you can see there. Some different fonts. So what is the font it will use? When you go to command line, yes, this is what the font it will use. Every browser, it will have a different font, right? Like that, the keyboard itself, it will have a different font style. And that font is used by the KBD tag, KBD or code. You can see there a different font they will be using, the keyboard related font. Next, you take here, like HTML is used to display data on a web page. HTML used to display data on a web page. HTML is used to display data on a web page. Then what is HTML stands for? I want to provide it. Just you can write here. Just you can write here like this. That text that you can write here like this. Hmm? So what I can write here? There is a tag called ABBR provided.
uh, uh,
Inside I will
uh,
write. Inside I will write what title. HTML I will write. ABBR tag. Inside I am writing HTML. You can see some dotted underline there. You can see some dotted underline there. Dotted underline. So title equals to what I will write inside hypertext markup language. What I will write inside ABBR title equals to hypertext markup language. So that when I move the mouse pointer, now you can see the highlighted text. Some caption like it was printed. Some caption like it was printed, HTML, hypertext markup language, the content was printed like that. So that is one more thing we can write there. That's one more thing we can write there. Similarly, let's see some more properties here. Similarly, let's see some more properties here. Like what? Just I'll write some text here. Like A plus B. A plus B whole square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. A plus B whole square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. Like that, I will write some text. A square plus B square plus 2AB. Like that, I will write some text. Then now I will try to refresh the page. Square means it should be displayed as a power, right? Square means that text must be displayed as a power. But here, it's not displaying the text as a power. So what to do? I want to display the text as a superscript. I want to display the text as a superscript. Then you can place the text in between the tags called SUP. You can place the text in between the tags called SUP. So whatever the text we place in between the SUP tags, whatever the text placed in between the SUP tags, that text will have the superscript effect. Whatever the text we place in between the SUP tags, they will have that superscript effect. Similarly, instead of SUP, if I use something called SUB, instead of SUP, if I use something called SUB, okay, na? That text will have the subscript effect. That particular text, it will have the subscript effect. So superscript, subscript, different type of tags provided there like this. Text formatting, if we want to apply any text formatting like that, you can use. Similarly, I'll use some more tags here where you can write. Okay, now anywhere you can write, no problem. Now suppose I want to write some text like this, like roll number, name, course, and then address. Address, something what I want to write. something, some text I want to write like this. Roll number, name, course, address. Like this, I want to write some text. Okay. So the content is not important. Okay, now content is not important. So just what is needed, now let's see. 1001. Ravi. Course Python. Address Dilshuk Nagar something. Some address. I will type a set of records here. I'll type a set of records inside. And then save and refresh. You just see here. The content is printed in the same line. Okay. Now what I'll do? Using the line break tag. Using the line break tag, I want to place the cursor in the new line. Using the line break tag, I want to place the cursor in the new line. BR. Line break tag here. Refresh. Now the text was printed line by line. Now the text was printed line by line. Okay, no problem. But still, when you observe carefully, the text was printed line by line. But see here, while typing the text, I have created multiple spaces between them, right? While typing the text, I have created multiple spaces in between them. But I have created multiple spaces, but it is taking only one space. Okay, now any number of spaces you give, the browser, it will accept only one space. Any number of spaces you give, the browser will accept only one space. Then what is my requirement? What is my requirement? So how I type the data, it should be presented as it is. It should be presented as it is. How I type the data, that data should be presented as it is. Then I can place the data in between the tags called PRE. In between the tags called PRE. Now see here, how I write the text in the notepad, the text is printed as it is. What happened? How I write the text in the notepad, the text has printed as it is. So this is what exactly here formatting tags. If you want to apply text formatting, you can use like this. Plenty of tags available there. Like there is a tag called font tag in HTML. So if you want to apply any font settings, then you can use the tag called font tag. If you want to apply any font settings, then you can use the tag called font tag there. So what is this font tag? So how to use it? What is this font tag? How to use it? Now see here. The tag we can provide like this. Font, it's having a set of properties. What are they? Like there is a property called size provided. This size value you can give from 1 to 7. This size value you can give from 1 to 7. Size. Font size you can give from 1 to 7. That's the font size there. 1 to 7. Okay. So 1 displays the text with the smallest size. 7 displays the text with the biggest size. 1 smallest and 7 is the biggest there. 1 displays the text with the smallest size, 7 with the biggest size there. So next what? I want to apply some color for this text. Text color. Just you can apply some color name. Text color I want to apply. You can apply some color name there. So that's one more property we can use. Then there is a property called face provided. There is an attribute called face provided where we can write here the font name. Where we can write here the font name. The name we want to use there, we can provide there. Okay, na font name. Like you have different font names available in computers. Arial, Arial Black, Arial Narrow, Times New Roman, Lucida Console, Consolas, Monotype Cursiva. Just you go here. Just go to Format menu, Font tag. Format menu, Font tag. Now you can see here different font names. Even you can see how they will appear. Different font names, you can see how they will appear there. So which one you feel better? Okay, now which one you feel better? Like I like this font. That font name I can use. Now see here, just I'll write like this. Font. You can see it is deprecated. What I'll write here? Welcome to HTML. Welcome to HTML. Refresh. Now what are the properties? Color equals to. Suppose I use it red color. Next step, size equal to. When I say 1, the text is displayed with the smallest size. When I say 1, the text is displayed with smallest size. When I say 7, it is displayed with the biggest size. Biggest size. Next, I'll use a property called face. Something you can use there. You can see some different style, right? So I want to apply my own formatting for the text. I want to apply my own formatting for the text. Different ways how to apply formatting. So these are the tags we can use. These are the tags we can use here like this. So headings are there, paragraphs are there, and formatting tags are there. Different type of text formatting. Actually, you can find plenty of tags there. Just open browser. Just open browser and you can write to what like formatting tags in HTML. So just go to W3 Schools, HTML text formatting. You can see what are the various tags available. What are the various tags available? So how these tags are written? You can see strong also define the text with strong, but a strong importance. So this text is important. Okay, that's what. Emphasize it also same. Okay, so like that, what is the difference? Different tags, INS, superscript, subscript. Many formatting tags they have provided. You can have all the list provided there. Various formatting tags provided in HTML, we can find it. Different websites, they will provide the information. But you can see HTML and JavaScript, not CSS. HTML and JavaScript, these the official website. MDN. Okay, na? MDN stands for Mozilla Developer Network. Mozilla Developer Network. This is the official website. Or otherwise, you can go to the link. What is that? developer.mozilla.org. developer.mozilla.org. Any information about HTML, JavaScript, you can find there. A big platform. This is a very big platform for JavaScript, HTML, and others. So that's how we can present the things. So how to apply formatting in HTML, formatting tags, just we can write here like this. So based on this, I will give you one exercise. Based on this, I'll give one exercise here, like design and design a web page in HTML. Design a web page in HTML that displays your resume. Design a web page in HTML that displays your resume. Resume means what? Your curriculum vitae. Just you can design your resume there. Okay, we can design a resume there. So how to create a resume in HTML? Okay, that we can keep it as an example. So using the formatting tags, you can use all formatting tags, paragraphs, headings you can use there. And if at all anywhere you need something like lists, if at all you need something like tables, just to forget them. Okay, na? Tables or something there, just to forget them. So till now, whatever the tags we discussed, using those tags, you try to design the things. Using those tags, you try to design the things. Okay, na? Clear up to here, all of you? Any
Yes, sir.
questions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just try to design the page in HTML. So in the next class, that is on Wednesday, in the next class, we'll see how to work with images in HTML. Scrolling text. Scrolling text in many web pages we will see. In many web pages we will see, like some text will be scrolling from left to right like this. So how to create such a type of scrolling text? How to work with images? Images. Different type of things. How to create list of item, tables. One by one the concepts. We'll see them in the coming sessions. Okay, na? Clear today's topic, all of you? Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's what here. So we will make the things. So we'll see some more things about this in the coming sessions. Just to practice them. We'll continue on Wednesday. Tomorrow, because it is our Telugu New Year, so there is no class for tomorrow. The next class will be on Wednesday.